on-the-spot reviews. We've returned again with our guest. If you haven't seen the last review,
SergeantSatire.
yes, he rudely interrupted me as I was saying.
So sorry.
Leave.
By the way, I didn't say in the previous video, SergeantSatire has a lot of hilarious content. You should check out his channel, description below. I'll definitely put that, don't worry.
Do better.
Do you want to flip the coin?
Oh, flip the coin again because we suck at it. We're just terrible at it.
Where'd it
You've
go?
seen our previous.
Where'd it
videos.
go? Okay, I found it.
So, okay, so remember, ladies and gents, Steve and I are heads, and good old SergeantSatire is the tail.
You saying I'm the butt?
You are the butt.
You're the tail.
You're the tail.
So, tails again. I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay, so I
Got
gotta
lucky the second time.
something for you guys. Movie X-Men 3.
Oh, you really did want to bring the hate, didn't you?
Wow.
X-Men 3.
You brought the hate.
This is our first X-Men movie on the show.
You mean the one that Days of Future Past made irrelevant?
Made irrelevant?
Yeah.
Let the fire rise.
You mean Rush Hour X-Men?
I love it already.
I like Rush Hour, but X-Men is... X-Men,
Now I'll start by saying I don't mind X-Men 3. I don't hate it. I don't like it, but it's okay.
There's things to enjoy in that movie.
I like the
But
concept.
let me tell you now, most
but
movies have
it's-
things to enjoy.
And Jean Grey is not enjoyable in this movie.
Okay, the first thing they get wrong is that it's based on the Dark Phoenix saga. And if
No, that could have been awesome.
and they fucked up the whole thing by sidelining her, making it a short ass movie.
Having Wolverine
I'm not even
stab her
that-
at the end.
I'm not even that big of a comic book fan. Like
Me
he
neither.
is.
I'm not. Got an Iron Man t-shirt,
I
but
got a
that's
Spider-Man shirt.
I have a white shirt.
white man.
White man's
Okay.
no hero.
but yeah.
Alright. Well, I'll tell you now, I was around 13 years old when X-Men 3 came out. And the first thing I said when the credits rolled was X-Men 2 was better.
Yeah.
And 13 years old, like, I wasn't, like, that critical of movies yet. But, like, that was the first time I knew. It was like, yeah, sequels are not always better. Like yeah, I've seen a couple bad sequels at that point. But I was like, man, what went wrong? Or
They liked money. That's what went wrong.
Brian
They-
Singer left.
Bryan
That-
Singer
that
left
was
because
reason.
he went to go make Superman Returns, right?
Which is...
oh
man.
shit! Was that
well, we got the atom out of it, so I'm okay with that.
But the scene where he caught the plane, wasn't that
I
awesome?
almost don't want to review this movie just because Bryan Singer came back just a year ago
and
and said,
fixed
"I'm so
everything."
sorry, guys.
Did I
Let me
break on the
fix this."
spot?
No. We'll review it, but it's almost like a pointless movie in a sense.
Hated that movie.
It was already pointless.
Then rant, guys. Rant.
Okay, what do you think of the movie?
It was the plot was horrible.
Well,
Look, I
the
still
adaptation.
love the characters. Well, some of them, not Halle Berry. I'm sorry, I really don't like Halle Berry's Storm. She's annoying.
No,
She
it's
has
so
a
annoying.
different accent in each one, too.
Does she?
Oh my god, she does! I
I never noticed
never
that.
thought that.
No,
She. Do you remember the first one with the stupid toad joke? I'm never gonna forget that stupid toad joke.
I don't even want to think about it.
Okay, we're gonna not think about it. Okay, so the plot inconsistent. I mean, like, and it was like useless. It went nowhere. And then Bryan Singer walked in like a year ago and made it totally irrelevant, which everyone was kind of like,
Guys, what are you doing? God.
yeah.
The only thing that makes it just a tiny bit forgiving for me was this was Marvel's Dark Ages. Like for me, like, and it doesn't matter if it's Sony or 20th Century Fox or actual Marvel's actual universe, but like 2005 to 2007 were just all the bad Marvel movies, and 2003 Hulk. But like, you know what I mean? We had like two Fantastic Fours that were eh. I think we got Elektra.
You didn't like Ghost Rider?
I liked it when Ghost Rider was in it.
Why you didn't like Nicolas Cage? I think there's
CG abs.
Yeah.
something
So-
else.
so-
yeah.
I went in with expectations because I liked the first two X-Men, but I was almost not surprised that I was disappointed. It was just sort of like, eh. And as far as things to like in it, there's some good action. There's more like mutants in it. I don't know what's up with Juggernaut in it. It's really strange.
Stupid.
Yeah. It's like you throw Omega Red in
I'd
there,
say
and
it
it's over.
felt a bit more comic booky at times than the other two, but that's not really.
There was a lot more like mutant action in it, which that was the small part of the movie I really liked. Was like the whole like. Do you remember the part with where there? I can't remember what this mutant's name was. He's actually a bad guy, and he's able to like replicate himself, and they think like the humans
The
are invading.
replicator.
I can't remember what his name was. Anyways, he
Multiple Man.
is his name like
Yeah,
Multiple
I think
Man?
so. I think so.
Anyways, he was like he multiplied himself, and the humans were like closing in on what they thought to be like the whole band of mutants.
Oh
But it
yeah.
ended up just being the replicated guy who had replicated himself like 30 times. I found that really, really witty. Otherwise, like, it was cool to see some powers, but I mean, the cure thing was irritating.
The cure thing got a little irritating. Like, it was kind of smart, but it was really frustrating to watch. I kind of liked Angel's side storyline, even though it didn't really serve it. No, it was kind of cool. Like, the way it starts, and he's like a kid, he's cutting.
But it starts so well, and
it starts
so,
well, yeah. It starts, yeah, and so. One thing I remember I did like, and I still stand by this, is it was the first time we saw Beast in the X-Men movies, and I liked the makeup on him. And sure, you didn't see him go into action until the end, but it's like you bought it. You bought it. Like, this guy's Beast.
I like Kelsey Grammer more as Beast than Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah, I like Nicholas Hoult as an actor.
Yeah, but Kelsey
He looks like
Grammer
he
nails
looks
it.
like a cat. He looks like a silly cat.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Like a silly
But
leopard.
Nicholas Hoult looks like a kid, and I mean Kelsey Grammer looks like a beast. He looks like the Beast.
Yeah,
So-
it's and even his performance is fine. It's just you really can't top the Nightcrawler opening in X-Men 2. It's like, okay, we know we're not gonna top that, so let's just try to not make it what people didn't like about the first two. And a lot of people say the first two they don't like because Bryan Singer's direction's not what people love about X-Men. It's very mopey and it's dramatic, and I guess they were trying to shoehorn that away and just say things were happening in this movie. But that's when we realized that what we want isn't always the right thing.
And sorry, another complaint to throw in. He just brought up Nightcrawler, who
Where did he go?
disappeared. I guess he just was a huge part of the second.
Thank you
movie,
for bringing
and
that
then
up because it just slipped my mind. Like, oh,
gone.
yeah. And he's gone for the rest of these series.
Because the actor was too busy making a new hair shampoo line called Cummings.
Oh, I thought he was.
I'm not
too,
even joking.
I thought he was too busy making Spy Kids 5. He's Floop.
Oh man. No, they should have gotten him, or at least replaced him with someone else that
That would have been fine. I mean,
like him.
they replaced Katie. What's her name? Who's the girl who can go through all?
Kitty Pryde.
Yeah,
Right.
it was Ellen Page in the third one, and I don't know who it was in the second one, but
Just some girl.
yeah, that was fine. Rogue, like, I've never liked Rogue's character, and this is like
Because they messed it up. In
Yeah.
the comics and the animated series, she's a badass.
Yeah.
And
I know when she flies and she's got like these cool powers.
they
She's so
underuse
cool.
Colossus so much.
I
That
know.
pisses me off.
You must have loved that they got rid of Cyclops because you don't like his portrayal in the movies.
I loved Cyclops growing up as a kid with comic books. I loved Cyclops. I hated him so much in every single one of the X-Men movies. I don't know if it was the
Are we hitting
actor.
in a harsh place here by saying that?
I'm
Yeah.
just listening.
No,
Okay.
I don't get me wrong, Shane. I'm sorry.
Cyclops
he
is
likes
great
Cyclops.
X-Men.
He's great X-Men. I loved him growing up. I loved watching him in the animated cartoon. I loved him in the comic books. But in the movies, like, I don't know if it's the writing or the
He
acting.
doesn't do anything.
He's useless. All he does is say, "Wolverine, stay away from my Jean Grey."
Jean?
Where's he?
Where's she go?
And whenever he's captured, like, "Shh, keep your eyes closed. Oh man, like he's just not. Oh,
He doesn't
God.
serve
I when you
any
break
purpose.
things down to the third.
but that's the reality of it.
So Cyclops serves no purpose, and then he dies.
You actually brought up a major plot hole with X-Men 3 and the whole cure idea.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, cures all the mutants of their powers.
Oh, I know what you're about
cool.
to say. I know what you're
cool,
about to
that's
say.
cool.
What if
But
they have
what if they have
kids?
kids? There's,
I mean,
there's constantly new
humans-
mutants being born.
So
Yeah.
I guess they were thinking, oh, every baby that's born mutant will just fix.
Yeah, but like the
I guess
mutated
it's-
gene.
But they,
What if the kid dies and they run out of supplement from that kid who
It's-
they drive the cure from?
it's not a huge plot hole because, like, wait, no, I lost my point. It is a plot hole.
Well, it doesn't matter because now the movie doesn't count.
Yeah, the movie doesn't even count in the end.
I will say I did like the return of Magneto actually being bad. Like, I'm not saying he wasn't bad in the second one, but it's like his role was so confusing. In the second one, like you see him escape from prison. It's this really badass. You know, oh, he's helping him, but it's within his own means, and then he disappears. And like, oh, look, he's bad again. And he's
The
strictly
third one is
bad.
bad, so I was like, okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
he's bad. You got the bridge scene,
Bridge
which
scene
is in
was
like
cool.
every.
That was cool.
That was cool.
That I give.
I will say, like, I've seen this movie a couple times. I mean, MagicRy and I actually recently marathoned all the X-Men in anticipation for Days of Future Past, and I don't think it was totally unpleasant to rewatch.
It's watchable.
It's watchable.
It's watchable.
I actually like. It's a better threequel than Spider-Man. For me,
For me as well. Sorry, Shane, if
Yeah.
you disagree, but
that's probably one for another time.
Yeah.
Overall, serviceable, maybe a little under serviceable. Hugh Jackman's still good in it, I guess, but there isn't too much of him in this one.
I think there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of him, but
always a lot of
it's
him.
either like, how could you do this to Jean? And then realize, oh fuck, that's why they did that to Jean.
Well-
Because she's a monster now.
well, she kind of like disintegrated Charles Xavier.
Yeah, the scene where he has to go up and kill her is like, that's pretty brutal because A, he has to commit to it, and B, like, you see his flesh consistently just being torn, and he's just trying to balance healing with getting up to stop her. So that's a kind of cool scene, but it's also another excuse to see his clothes disappear. Yeah.
He is huge Jackman.
Yeah, Jack.
Huge Jackman.
So overall, underwhelming. Meh.
Underwhelming, but
There's
rewatch-
definitely better X-Men movies, and the funny thing is there's definitely worse X-Men movies. Origins.
I can think of one. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, or
It's funny because it's a movie I hate, but I don't mind watching
Yeah,
it.
it's fine.
It's hard to say. I hate it, but I don't.
If I
hate
told
it.
someone to like start with X-Men and go through it, I wouldn't tell them to skip it. It's kind of important, like that.
It's 90 minutes of your life, and
It's
not
a short
terrible.
movie.
It's
You know,
Not terrible.
it's like Jurassic Park 3. Rip a bandage. There's some fun in it.
Jurassic Park 2's ass.
No,
I
no,
hate
we're
that
not
movie.
even going to talk about Jurassic Park 2.
Why are we?
We're not.
Yeah.
The review's over.
Okay, review's over.
Okay,
So give it a rating. I would say a 5.
Yeah,
5.
yeah, 5.5, maybe 6 if
Depending
I don't.
Five
on
on
your
10.
mood.
Yeah,
Five,
it's
six.
it's a mood-driven movie. I'm not watching it now, but like
Let's go.
a year from now, like, maybe I feel like seeing this character.
Well, not.
It's
since
a
Future-
fun. It's
Not
a
since Days of Future Past, they kind of make it
it's
useless.
it's a fun.
It's a popcorn
Five,
movie.
yeah, it is.
It's
Five,
a fun
six.
5.5.
5.5.
It's like one of the Pirates of the Caribbean sequels, at least one of the first ones. Or it's like it's
fucking.
that's for another time.
For another time. On the spot reviews.
Take care.